Now, I am delighted to be joined here on the Big Red Bench by international middle and long distance runner Darragh McElhinney, who has just won his third Irish national 5,000 metre title at the 123.ie National Senior Track and Field Championships at the Martin Stadium. Darragh, welcome back to the bench.
Yeah, thanks, Jar.
Great to have you back. Great to be back as a three-time 5,000 metre champion. A lovely moment, I would imagine, crossing that finish line after such a powerful run.
Yeah, absolutely. It was yeah, my first national title in a few years, and definitely, yeah, definitely was very hungry coming into it to kind of add another one to the collection, and yeah, thankfully felt pretty good on the day and was able to get the job done. So I was delighted.
I read an interview you did on the Southern Star with Kieran McCarthy about the race did not go as you necessarily would have planned it, and that you had to go out and do a bit of chasing initially, and then you're out on your own for it. But is this the life of the 5,000 meter runner? You've got to be ready for every eventuality.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose being a kind of middle distance event, it kind of draws on people who are stronger over the longer stuff, and then some people who are kind of more suited to the 1500. So you're kind of sometimes it can dawdle for 3K and then get going or whatever, and then yeah, other times it's the opposite. Someone wants to make it hard from the gun. Kind of beforehand, I thought we might get the first like 5 or 6 laps, like first 2K or so, kind of handy. But wasn't to be. One of the lads just drove it on right from the start. Kind of caught us all on the hop a little bit, so he opened up like a healthy enough lead of probably 30 or 40 meters earlier on. And then yeah, after probably about 600 meters or so, I was like, I better close this gap or whatever, and ended up kind of doing it on my own. And yeah, so chased him down for probably 5 or 6 laps, and then had the last maybe. Yeah, I think I got him with 7 laps to go, and then we worked together for a few laps, and I made a move with 3 laps to go. But yeah, definitely kind of a different way to what I'm used to running them. I prefer to sit in, kind of do as little work as possible until the end, and just kind of rely on my finishing speed. Whereas this was much more of like a kind of true test from the gun.
Am I wrong? But are you a lot more relaxed coming into Norton Stadium than you have been in recent times? You've had injury concerns. It's a long and lonely road sometimes to get up to full fitness, but you just seem that bit more settled this year, or am I reaching?
Yeah, yeah, maybe to be fair, like I've been running well. I've been fairly consistent like over the last like year and a half or so. Haven't had any major setbacks, few small bits here and there. Like I haven't raced as much as I would like this year, just because I kind of had like a 3 week period where I had 3 or 4 races in the calendar, and I ended up getting sick. I just picked up like a kind of flu at the start of that period, so I didn't really race as much as I would like to. But despite that, I kind of knew I was in good shape and have been in good shape for the last like few months. So coming into it, I just wanted to just kind of execute and just kind of, I suppose, as a distance runner, really what you're trying to do is just have nothing go wrong. Like if you're in the shape, which I was, you basically just want to go out there and show it and just kind of, yeah, not have like the elements or like have a bad day or whatever. Like you don't want anything to affect you. You want to just go out and just kind of show the shape you're in. Um, and execute. And yeah, thankfully I was able to do that. So it was nice, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. To be fair.
Cross country, 1,500 meters, 3,000 meters, and now 5,000 meters. Is there a preference that you particularly have at this point of your career? Because you've shown versatility. I mean, I'm not going to list off, I have the stats here. I'm not going to list off all the distances you've run and the things that you've won, but you do seem that bit more for your age profile as well, that you don't have a necessarily favorite, or maybe I'm wrong, distance, but you seem to be versatile across all of them and consistent, which is what you want to be.
Yeah, I think like from a like I for myself, I definitely just like prioritize championship running more than anything else, and purely from championship racing, like I think the 5K definitely is where I'm strongest, but like hard kind of 5Ks on the circuit take a lot out of you. So like you can only really do a couple of them a year. So that's probably be the reason that I race quite a lot of 1500s and 3Ks, because I like to race often to kind of keep myself sharp and all the rest of it. But it's yeah, it's hard to go out and run a 5K every week or two to just beat up the body so much and kind of take a long time to recover from. But yeah, in terms of when it comes to a championship, the 5K is kind of my sweet spot, because I'm lucky that I have decent endurance, and then I have good closing speed as well, which kind of makes me an ideal candidate for the tactical 5Ks. Um, and then yeah, the cross country is like what I kind of would have said was my strength growing up and stuff, and definitely it was probably kind of my first love with running, to be honest, and kind of got me into it. But I've really kind of fallen away from that in the last couple of years. Just don't enjoy the racing as much, and Um, yeah, I prefer to be on the track and just kind of the more consistent ground. That definitely suits me a bit better now.
At the start of every year, you and your coach and your coaches and the people around you and the team around you would usually sit down and plan out what, obviously, the European Championships is looming large on the horizon. They're coming up now. But are you where you want to be at this right point of the year?
Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, shape wise, I think I definitely am. As I mentioned earlier, definitely would like to have raced a little bit more than I have. I just found out last year I raced a lot, and I definitely came on from every race, and even this year, the couple of races I have done the last few weeks, I've noticed a kind of jump in training the following week where I just think paces are coming to me a little bit easier. So yeah, for that reason, I would like to have raced a little bit more, but I've had a couple of good kind of race simulation sessions in the last probably 2 weeks, and then the Morton Games 5K and the 5K at Notches have definitely brought me on as well. So no, I definitely think coming into shape at the right time of the year.
No, it's a small thing, and this is to the armchair viewer that you're being interviewed by. But I'm so used to seeing the Irish colours at various events, and but you were in the blue singlet of Bantry AC at the Norton Stadium, and I mean, it doesn't make you go any. I know it doesn't make you go any faster, but from a mental point of view, your friends and family are all there shouting you on. But the fact that you're wearing that famous Bantry colour, I know you're a Glengarriff man, but the Bantry colours, I mean, that must feel even more special when you see all the photographs and on social media afterwards representing, where you come from and winning a third national title. Does it make it extra special or does it matter?
Yeah, no, no, it does absolutely because yeah, as you say, like for me, the majority of the time if I'm not racing for Ireland, I'm wearing my Hoka kit, my sponsor. So I'm only really wearing the Bantry AC singlet like once or twice a year max at national championships or whatever. But there definitely is a different feeling when you're racing for your club and you're looking around at all the people that you're competing against. They're all in their club gear, and it kind of makes it feel like more like I suppose how we used to back in the day, where you're showing up to a nationals and you're looking at lads from all over the country or whatever. But yeah, I was lucky. Like my brother Owen was in the race as well. Obviously, represented Bantry as well. He came eight in the 5K. And yeah, my mother was up there watching it and stuff. And it's yeah, no, I definitely was a nice moment to be representing my club on the national stage.
Yeah, I was coming to that lovely moment for you, but lovely moment for your mother and for the entire McElhinney family to have the two of you out there and running and running at the highest level in the country as well. It just shows what all the hard work is worth it.
Yeah, yeah, no. And in fairness, like Owen's been improving away steadily over the last couple of years, and he's actually only just today he got a call up for the Irish team at there's an international 5K race in Larne in County Antrim on I think at the end of August, and he got called up to the Irish team for that. So that was a great savage moment for him as well because obviously he puts a lot of work into it. He's obviously I'm very fortunate to be in a position where I'm a professional. I'm doing this full time and have been for years. But he's the real working man's professional. He's putting in 60 or 70 hour work weeks in the office and then trying to run 70 or 80 miles a week on top of it. So it was savage for him to have a really good result at Nash's and then off the back of that get selected for the Irish team for that 5K.
Well, the DNA is certainly there, definitely in the family, so good on him. Before I let you go, can I just briefly ask you? Phil Healey has retired since we last spoke, a fellow West Cork athlete and Olympian. Just your impressions of her and watching her, and maybe I don't know whether you engaged with her much, if not at all, but her career and the inspiration that she's been for young girls, boys and girls in West Cork, like yourself, a fantastic career.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Phil's a legend. Like, and don't want to use that word. I don't use that word lightly, but she definitely is. Like, her career was so impressive. Like, I think coming forward at the European Indoors in 2023, and then all the success she had with the relays and like countless national titles and stuff. She really paved the way for a generation of sprinters in Ireland, and then also for athletes in West Cork. Like, she was. I suppose when I was coming up, when I was kind of 15 or 16, that was when she was beginning to make her mark on the senior international stage, and to see someone from just over the road
Hmm.
in Ballymena to be doing as well as she was really inspirational. And yeah, like obviously it's a shame she probably had her kind of struggles over the last couple of years before retirement, but I mean she had a career that anybody would be proud of.
Well said. Finally, 2026 European Athletics Championships in Birmingham, Monday, August the 10th to Sunday, August the 16th. How are you feeling and what is the plan between now and then?
I'm feeling good, yeah. I'm feeling really good. Plan between now and then really is to just kind of just keep it between the ditches. Really, like I need to just keep training away the way I am because I'm in good shape. I just need to basically not make sure I don't get sick or injured. Have like one more had a hard day of training yesterday, one more hard day on Sunday, and then from then on in, it's just trying to get to the start line healthy. Because I mean, it's the amount of fitness that I can gain between now and then is fairly minimal. So it's just kind of trying to keep my body ticking over. And yeah, just get onto the start line in the best kind of, I suppose, mental and physical shape I can be in. But like I am really looking forward to it. I think like it's kind of wide open. Like every year there's always going to be lads you're looking at thinking, oh, they're class or whatever. But I mean, it is kind of wide open. Like I'd be disappointed if I didn't have a real impact on the race. Like which is a really nice position to be in going into it. Like sometimes if you kind of like it's happened to me many a time where you kind of just about qualify for championships and you kind of know yourself. It's like even if I have my best day, I might come like my best case scenario could be like top 12 or whatever. Whereas this is definitely it's probably my first senior championships where I'm going in thinking like I actually have a realistic chance of finishing high up. And yeah, I mean obviously dreaming of a medal, like you never know. I think if I can just execute a good race plan and just be tough on the day and just close well, then you never know. And yeah, we'll see how we get on.
Well, no better man to keep it between the ditches than your good self, Darragh McElhinney, three-time Irish national 5,000 metre champion. Congratulations on your latest success, and we wish you all the best in the European Athletics Championships, and we'll hopefully catch up with you not long after.
Yeah, thanks, Jared. Thanks for having me on.